Cobra Commander's armory. It's getting there. It's about complete. This isn't how it's going to be completely, this isn't exactly how it's going to be right here with the Stinger. That's probably going to be switched around and kind of rebuilt, at least the background where the windows are. But over here, all we got to do is add some more stuff. But right now, this is how I got this far. For Cobra Commander's armory, prison / torture chamber, I had bought the WW Classic Cage play set only for one reason. First time I ever bought anything WW wrestler involved type thing, because it's just not my thing, but I bought it for the cage. 41 bucks at Target. It just seems to me it's blue, and we're going to install these cages behind the armory I built so far. So let's take this thing out and see what's going on. So kind of funny, I didn't realize it had a edged spot where you can cut it out. So it cut out, it flips open. Didn't even know that. So here's the cage. Well, two parts of the cage. I don't know what I'm going to do with the rest of this thing. Helicopter pad? I don't know. Here's the door, which is fine. It'd be the entrance of the cage. And some more of the cage. All this, I don't think I'm even going to need. In here, I'm just going to put this cage back there. On the back part. But, as for reference, I'll get a better angle here in a minute. Pretend this is the back, and we're going to measure out some cell openings here and just glue this to the back of the foam. So let's cut it here, get a better angle, and I'll show you what I mean. So here's the armory. We're going to take Captain America. We're going to take this. There's an extra piece of foam. Here's the cage. Take this part of the armory off. It's got magnets. We're going to put it here. So we're going to see here. We're going to measure this out. Measure this out to be let's see. So that's the wall. So we'll come. Let's see here. 4 inches. 4 inches, so 4 inches, so there's there. So it'll be right here. We'll cut it. Spot there. Spot there. And you got 2 for here. So 2 of these go over here to here. So we're going to go right here, go right here, and then the fourth one, 4 inches. Let's see. I hope the light's not messed up. So 4 inches about there. So we'll go right here. Go right here. So there. Okay. So down here, there. Just so I know where I'm at, making a spot so I know where to cut out. There. Now how high do I want it? How high do we want it? Probably, let's say Captain America's in there. He's in jail. So it would probably be up to here, or you know what, here. Yeah, probably so. So probably up to here. Yeah, probably there. Probably up to there. 1, 2, 3. 3. Let's see here. Over here. Here. There. I'm gonna have to so there, that's the basics. So I'm gonna have to a little bit of here we go. Let's get me here. I know this is probably not the best way to do it, but we're going to do it this way. So, that there. Right there. This over here. I probably should have a T-square is what I should have. Is a T-square. Right there. It's a T-square. That looks higher than that one for some reason. We can always make it higher. So I'm going to have to get a ruler. So we're going to cut these out and I'll be right back. So we have an update on the Cobra Commander Armory Command Center Operation 88. I know that doesn't make sense, but I'll explain that later. Here's the cage now, temporarily just back here, just hanging on the wall. The opening, I had to create a new wall here that was on the live I did, or the video I did about putting this thing together. So, not to make it too boring, so I'm going to make a video out of this, that I had to build another wall, and I added some texture on the side with some foam, and also over here, and I printed a plate, a steel plate that's going to go in here for the guns, but when I did, it was human error on my printer. This is supposed to be a small little steel plate with rivets in it. So what I did was when I expanded it, I didn't make it thick enough and it didn't really print the rivets too good and everything fell apart, but I did end up with a plate about 7 inches and 4 inches wide roughly. So what I did was I got some of those sticky whatever these things called, the rhinestones, these little round rhinestones, to make my own rivets. So I try to use hot glue to hot glue them on. That doesn't work. It dries too fast, so I just got super glue. Put super glue on there, rhinestone it up, and what we're going to do is we're going to do some DIY straws to make some piping as well. What I have left over, so we're going to run some piping up here too. So right now I'm going to go out and I'm going to primer this with some primer in the backyard, let it dry, and then paint it up. So there we have it. We're getting there. It's getting there. These building straws you probably already know, but you can get them from Amazon. They're like $6 to $8, I think. It comes with quite a bit. It doesn't come with a whole lot, but it comes enough to probably do 1 or 2 projects, or one big one, depending on how big your project's going to be. So all I did was just get a couple elbows and put it against a wall. But here I cut a little piece of foam, and I wanted an industrial look. You know, you walk into like a nice warehouse and they got sort of blockades and just like piping and railings or whatever. I just wanted to use this half circle straw here to make it look like some sort of safety barricade or something, just whatever that's underneath of the Cobra Commander's sign. So I had these dowel rods underneath the table. I just put some points on them and just glued them into the circle, half circle, and pushed them down. I tried to use straw instead of the wood, and the straw was just smashing into the foam. So I would just get something like that. It's a lot easier than trying to push that straw down into the foam. So now I thought everything was done, at least the color. That I wanted to put some wash around the pipes to make it look like it was kind of like, been there for a while. After I painted the prison, I painted the walls here. You'll see, the little pieces that stick out a little bit on the edges right there that I'm dabbing on right there. I painted everything blue, the color I wanted blue, at least I thought. And I thought about it the next day, and I kept thinking about it. I'm thinking, man, I just don't like it. I just don't like it. I was going for like maybe you can barely see the blue, like a marble type look, but I didn't like it. But I did like going in here and do some shading around the bricks just to make them look so they look like, you know, they were protruding a little bit. A little bit of grime too, you know. It's completely not, you know, a perfectly new warehouse, or so to speak, or armory, or whatever it may be. Just to add something to it, you know, some shading basically. So, like I said, I did all that. I did the shading around the doors. I 3D printed these the Cobra Commander's big sign that I put up. I'm using about 14 packs of hot glue right now to secure the pipes to the wall, and showing you up here right here corner that after I printed them, I hit them with some blue, and then I hit it with some black, and then I went in meticulously, if that's the word I'm going to use or not, probably saying it wrong, and painted the Cobra actually red. So outside of that, man, I'll show you here in a minute, you know, what it looked like when this is what it looked like right here. It was too light blue. It was way too light blue. I didn't like it. It was horrible. Didn't like it. It just did not work. So enough crying about the blue, the baby blue. I don't like the baby blue. So here you go. So I came back home and changed it to this. So after I got done doing the baby blue, I sat on it for a day and I didn't like it. I decided to change it, go a little bit darker with the blue. And I kind of opaqued out the sides of the concrete wall just in blue because it just didn't look right. I didn't like it. So I think the darker blue is going to work. So let's just go ahead and get to the guns. Put the guns on the armory plate, or whatever it's called. That's what we're doing next. Now, I appreciate you watching. I don't know what I'm going to do back here. I may put a wall back there or leave that open. I don't know, and get some lights back there, some like different color lights to shine in behind the prison. I don't know, but I can put lights back here. See, it's away from the wall. The gun panel's away from the wall. I can always add lights back there later, like blue or something. I don't know, but right now, until the next update, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.
I double dare you, motherfucker. Say what one more time. Say what again. Say what again.
What?